All right, Steeler Nation, welcome back to Steeler Nation Australia. Just quickly, guys, if you enjoy the content and you like myself talking about the Pittsburgh Steelers, and you like myself also talking about how bad Mitchell Trubisky is, hit that sub, hit that like. If you hit that like, it's going to share it to a lot of people, and hopefully more people can sub. But if you've been following me for a long time, you're a returning viewer, hit that sub. I'm trying to get to, what am I now, 719? Let's try and make it 730. Let's go step by step. What isn't step by step is this offense. This offense isn't going step by step. And in today's video, I want to talk about Mitchell Trubisky, because Mitchell Trubisky is, in my opinion, and backed by stats too, is most likely the worst quarterback in the league at 32nd. And there's one stat that stands out, but wait till the end of the video and I'll show you what that stat is, because he's the 32nd best quarterback in the league, in my opinion. And the stats back it up. Man. Let's go through some stuff, because Trubisky right now, to me, he's not a winner. He can't command the offense. He can't go down the field. He can't find players open. He's throwing the big passes to Pickens, right? But he's making a better catch. Nothing, in my opinion, is saying that Trubisky is going to go out there and win games for the Steelers. There needs to be a change. So I started to do a bit of research, and I started to look at the old Trududsky, right? 2017 to 2022, of course, with Chicago, former first-round pick, number 2 overall, Chicago Bears. All these numbers are very similar. Very, very similar, right? You have the attempts, you have the completion rate, yards, yada, 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 yada. Nothing really stands out, right? 63% completion rate, yeah, it's okay. Nothing really stands out on that page there. If you go to this one, in his career, his average so far in his career is 6.6. 66 TDs, 39 interceptions, 70 long, 100 sacks, and just overall pretty bland. Nothing is, it's just a mediocre. People talk about mediocre Mike. This is mediocre Mitch. Nothing stands out to me. Nothing. I went also and looked up. I'm not a big fan of Pro Football Focus or whatever that PFF, right? And I was shocked, beyond shocked. I found this article from Behind the Steel Curtain, who I work for as well, and I grabbed this snapshot here. Somehow, some way, Trubisky was the best player on offense. Versus the Browns, he was the best player on offense. Quarterback, Mitchell Trubisky, was 80, I guess, out of 100. He was the best player. You know what? The best player on offense for me that day was probably Jalen Warren. He tried his best. Yes, he did fumble. But overall, it doesn't make any sense how Trubisky is rated so highly as a quarterback. No, he didn't, lose us the game. But at the same time, he didn't win either. And this is why, guys, that Trubisky right now for the Pittsburgh Steelers, he's the 32nd best quarterback in the league, or 32nd worst quarterback in the league. How else do you want to put it? And I want to show you why. I did promise you guys at the end of the video, I was going to show you why he is the 32nd best or 32nd worst quarterback in the league. But go to ESPN, right? Hopefully you guys can see bits of that. Hopefully, if you can't see it, I will narrate it best I can. Now, I was doing some more research and looking in the stats, and stats, they paint a big picture, all right? And to me, what is the most worrying stat or the most worrying idea about what Trubisky is for this offense is obviously moving the football down the field. And how do you move the football down the field? You pass the football. So on average, we have Jalen Hurts here. I'll go for the top 4 because this is quite interesting as well, on how the Pittsburgh Steelers will also put themselves in a precarious situations where they will lose. Jalen Hurts, Lamar Jackson, Tua, Josh Allen, who these are teams and quarterbacks the Steelers will all be facing this year in 2022. Their average pass yard attempt is 9.1, 9.0, 8.9, 8.9. And Mahomes is 8.0. These are top-tier quarterbacks. Mitchell Trubisky this year in 2022, throughout 3 games, and by the way, Trubisky has an extra game. Trubisky is the only one with an extra game. The only one with an extra game. He has 3 games, completions 62 out of 103, 60% completions, 569 yards, and he has a less average with 1 more game with 5.5 yards per attempt. Per completion. That's terrible. 5.5 yards per completion, right? On average. That is just absolutely awful. Awful. No, my apologies. It is 5.5 yards per attempt. So every time he throws a football, he's going to average 5.5 yards. That is 1 yard less. 1 yard less than his stats here. That is 6.6. Trududsky, he's awful. He's beyond. I have no idea why Coach Tomlin is keeping Trududsky in this offense. His pocket presence is poor. He throws off his back foot. He can't read anything beyond his first receiver. I'm not a coach, but I still can see guys wide open or having a chance. He won't push a football down the field. He won't attack the middle of the field. Now, scheme-wise, Matt Canada is maybe not putting in the position to, but overall, he's throwing 5.5 yards an attempt, which is awful. It's just beyond ridiculous of that is even happening. Man, I don't know what's going to change. Let me know in the comments below what needs to change. Will they put in Kenny Pickett? I don't know if they're going to put in Kenny Pickett. I don't really understand if they will or they won't. But in my opinion, you aren't winning games. You just snuck away with a victory over the Bengals. You're 1-2 because the reason for this is the quarterback play is so poor. Trubisky is 32 in the league. He's the worst one. There's 32 teams, and he's probably the worst one. There are guys like Cooper Rush, Kyler Murray, Trey Lance is injured and has a better average. Kirk Cousins, Brissett, Daniel Jones, all these guys. Geno Smith is better quarterback player right now. Marcus Mariota, all these guys. Mac Jones, Ryan Tannehill, Carson Wentz. A guy like Carson Wentz is playing better. And I'm not a big fan of Carson Wentz. He's playing much better. Carson Wentz has 7 TDs and 3 interceptions. Trubisky has 2 TDs and 1 interception. It's unbelievable, man. It's not good enough. Trubisky stinks. He sucks. He needs to go. He needs to sit down. I would rather see Mason Rudolph or Kenny Pickett start than Trubisky. Because if Trubisky continues to start, they will continue to lose. And they will lose this game upcoming at the Jets. I have no faith in this offense. The offensive play calling is terrible. And Trududsky is even worse than the offensive play calling. Thanks, guys, for listening to my rant. And hopefully you guys can check out Steeler Nation Australia. Let me know in the comments below what you think overall of Trubisky. Can we turn it around? I don't think we can. I really don't. If the longer you play him, the more likely we are going to lose. That's how it says. 5.5 yards average per attempt is awful. It needs to be up around the 6, 7, 7.5 and start winning games.